So the next function of commercial bank is controller of credit, means it controls the money supply in the economy. So it's a way you can say how the central bank is controlling the money supply in the economy. Okay, so the very first thing that we will be do, it is divided into two parts: quantitative measures and qualitative measures. The controller of credit function of the central bank is divided into two parts: quantitative measure and qualitative measure. Under quantitative measure, the first thing is bank rate. Bank rate. Now what is bank rate? Bank rate is the rate at which central bank gives loans to the commercial banks. In the earlier function we have studied that central bank acts as a last resort, lender of last resort. Many a times a question comes, why central bank is called the lender of last resort? Because central banks gives loan to the commercial banks against the securities to meet its needs. Now, when the central bank is giving loan to the commercial bank to meet its long-term needs against approved securities, okay, it charges a rate of interest, and that is the bank rate. Now, in economy, we face two conditions: inflation and deflation. In inflation, what is happening? Inflation generally comes when there is high demand in the economy, means demand for good is there but there is no supply. Okay, so what will happen, that we have studied in 11, the prices will start rising when the demand is high and supply is less. So obviously the prices will start rising and there is a inflationary situation in the economy. So what is inflation? When prices go on continuously rising, we say it to be inflation. So during inflation, how the central bank will control the money supply? So what will it do? The central bank will increase this rate of interest. It will increase the bank rate. The central bank will increase the bank rate, means at the rate at which it is giving loans to the commercial banks. It will increase that rate of interest. Now, if it increases the rate of interest, obviously the commercial bank will also have to give it at an increased interest rate to the people who will come to take loans. Automatically people will not take loans. And thus there will be less money in the hand of the people, and obviously the demand will come down. Similarly, the opposite will happen in the case of deflation. So during inflation, what it is happening? In inflation, as there is high demand in the economy and less supply, okay, people are having money in their hands, so they are demanding. Okay, and there is rise in the prices, continuous rise in the prices. So to control this inflation, we have to decrease the money supply in the economy, or we have to decrease the money in the hands of the people. So what it will do? The central bank will increase the rate of interest at which it is lending to the commercial bank. Automatically the commercial bank will also have to increase the rate of interest at which it will give it to the customers. Automatically people will borrow less money or take less loans, and automatically the amount of money supply in the economy will come to less amount, and automatically there will be less amount of money in the hand of the people. So the second part is deflation. In deflation, what we will have? In deflation, we will have deficient demand, means we will have less demand, and there will be more supply in the economy. Why less demand? Because people will have less money in their hand. So to increase the money supply in the economy, what will the central bank do? The central bank will reduce the rate of interest at which it is lending the commercial bank. Commercial bank will automatically reduce the rate of interest at which it is lending the common people. Okay, automatically people will have money. Now if the rate of interest is less, we will borrow money, we will take loans, people will have money, demand will slowly increase, and thus demand will slowly increase, and thus the deflationary situation or the deflation will come to control. So these are the two situations, and in these two situations, this is the way through which and this is the way by which, by increasing and decreasing the interest rate or the bank rate, the central bank is controlling the situation. Tomorrow we will be moving ahead with the rest two functions which are left. Okay, thank you.